Okay, Brother Dave apparently lives in Ireland, and he wrote me. He says, "Hey, Supreme, it's me, Dave. I got a question. I better show you the email because he's going to say some things. Actually, I can't do that because his email address is, you can see it. I did cut and paste it and put it below. You can believe me or not believe me. PUAs are garbage. So why do they sell? And the answer to that is because they have very good marketing. Okay, put up the money to get marketing experts to market their products. They also advertise their products, something that I was supposed to start doing on the 1st of January, and I'm not going to do it until maybe next week. I created my first ad that I want to use, and I've been a perfectionist about it. It just doesn't look good enough, and I keep going back and changing and sitting looking at things put up there. Finally said, you know what, fuck it. YouTube does provide advertising, okay, and it's very, very cheap. You can set your budget for $5 a day. So I'm going to start working on selling my Fear and Confidence program right now. That's my goal, because that's one of the best things you can get right now. One of the brothers got into my 7 steps. Congratulations, that was a good choice. Let's see. I come to you because I feel I learn. I stopped going to people like Gambler and Bad Boy. Once. I think I did a video on it. Didn't I? I remember Bad Boy, the name Bad Boy, and Gambler. Gambler was that good-looking guy. Yeah, the English dude, I think, that had the models. They look bored as fuck. Bored as fuck in his videos. If he had saw the faces, because he surrounded himself with all these model chicks, and he knows that many of the males on YouTube are desperate as fuck. All they got to do is see a hot body, hot face, and they'll just listen to whatever the guy says. That's why. Okay. So why do they sell them? Advertising. It's marketing. When you state that you can give a guy instant relief, 99% of the guys are going to run for that versus what I offer, which is a long period of process of working yourself. I mean, my fear program is 30 days. My confidence program is 50 days. You know, I go to the most, I included too, like the instant cure, which, as you found out, Brother Dave. And I'm not making this shit up. I don't understand how good material sells. They sell it. They have markers. I mean, look at the packaging. You know how many, internet nerds are good at Photoshop? I should learn Photoshop to tell me something. I just used paint.net today. I'm proud of myself. In fact, let me show you what I did. I'll show you the level. It's pathetic. But hey, let's see, entire screen. Yeah, let's go here. Let's go here. Let's kill that. All right. I did this in paint.net. I learned how to make the box. I finally figured out how to put the line around the words. I got a picture. That's it. I know it's pathetic, but that's the best I can do, man. I can only do the best I can do. For market, this ain't bad. This is for Facebook advertising. That one's not bad. I put a border around it. But that's the extent of my Photoshop. This is me. I was 36. Uh, I was posting this up because this is my goal, is to get my waistline back down to a smaller size. So I put that up to focus my mind on it. I had a 28-inch waist, about a 28, yeah. Yeah, it was right before my competition. I was about 2 weeks out, I think. 2 or 3 weeks out. Anyway, let's go here and stop. All right, we're back. Continuing. We all know plants grow towards light. Common sense, yeah? Birds migrate. People go on holiday to the sun. Yet POAs go to morons like Gambler and whatnot. Why do people buy this stuff? You learn nothing. Because they have good selling points. Hell, by the time I want to buy it, I've read some of their ads. Make you curious. Say, man, check it out. See what they're doing. Okay? This shit's good. Their advertising is good. Not saying their products are good. I don't know anything about their products, but I know the advertising is at least good. You guys tell me about the products. P.S. I noticed you didn't read out the thing I said about racism. I was trying to say there's no white supremacy here in Ireland. Tariq Nasheed's latest video was quite sad, really. I haven't seen it, but you should look up to see what's going on. It's sad to see you and him to be bothered by white supremacy. It's all a little alien to me, as this doesn't happen here in Ireland. There's no racial divide. In France and whatnot, it's bad, but not here. Actually, I hate to disappoint you, Dave. There's a brother who's half caste, as you guys call them, half caste. He's half black, half Irish, that lives in Ireland, that communicates on the channel as well. And he said there was, he's had some issues. So maybe you're not aware of them. You live in a bubble of comfort, stuff like that. You don't see what's really going on. Like a lot of people in America, they don't really see it. I've been doing this since 2007. I think Tariq started in 2009, somewhere in there. But I've been into African history since 2007. Yeah, it was about a couple years after I'd gotten everything started. I started doing podcast shows in 2004. That guy, Gray Fox, made that comment to me a long, long time ago. Was it 8 years now? And I went in search of history. So I began to share it with my other African American brothers and Caucasian folks if they want to hear it. On my other channel, I just went there under Seeker of Black Truth, and I put up a video, what is the difference between black and white? And I didn't expect to get a lot of views. I came back almost 60,000 fucking views. And it was a lot of angry white folks leaving the nigger word and all that kind of shit. I've been going through trying to delete a lot of it, ban people and stuff like that. I just gave up. They got upset about being out of Africa. Even one guy even tried to create this fictitious, well, the Russians debunked that in 2012, the whole genetics program, the DNA. He got off a blog spot, of all things. Oh, God. And then one dude left a link to Harvard study trying to claim that the difference between blacks and whites IQ. And the link went to a page. I actually read the material. Didn't say nothing about IQs and being lower between the two. And I do know that black Americans do not do well on IQ tests here in America. I know that. And if you study the development of the IQ test, you will learn why. It's not a true test of your intelligence in reality. Okay? Go find the information yourselves. And you'll see that that led Caucasian folks to really believe in that whole superiority thing. But they created that test and used those tests. You can take a black kid in a ghetto and you take a white kid from a rich and they designed a test for those rich suburban kids, by the way. So you know what the education is going to be like. You ask a black kid in the ghetto, what's the capital of Alaska? They never even heard of Alaska. You have to ask the white kid, capital of Alaska, they say Anchorage. So, yeah, it's too bad that the IQ tests were slanted. And there's a lot of documentation on that, by the way, that you can find how slanted they were. It's sad that, no offense to my Caucasian listeners, that your race had to create stuff like that to really separate the races. And it's people like me that want to bring us all back together under the banner of humanity. That's it. But these racialists, I call them racialists now, not racist, but racialist, making all the comments and shit. I just put a filter if they use the word nigger, ape. I had to words. Coon, boo, like that, then their post won't get posted. You can do that, and they'll be pissed. The racial people, they get pissed. They get mad as fuck. Not being able to call me a nigger and all the other stuff they want to call me, and they hate that I'm exposing truth to them. I mean, they try to deny the DNA study that was done, and I try to explain to them, it wasn't done by a black man, it was done by a white man. I mean, the one of the whitest motherfuckers on the planet, strawberry blonde, super fair-skinned dude. I mean, he calls the rest of the white folks, you're not white, like he's so white. So I direct them to his documentary, which is actually on YouTube. You can find it, searching for Scientific Adam. Watch that documentary. Someone was gracious enough to upload it to YouTube. I love YouTube. Some people, they used to say, you're using YouTube videos. Then it got to the point, I started a long time ago, where actually real documentaries were getting up there. Science studies, conferences, all that stuff is getting up there on YouTube. That shit anymore. It's sad the way it is here in America. I wish Ireland was a good haven for black people. I wouldn't mind moving there. I can change my attitude. We even Irish and all of us laddie. Me frosted Lucky Charms. I could learn the accent. Try to fit in. Or go to Scotland. Laddie, you got to roll your eyes, laddie. McTally. I could adapt. But I'm in America. And it sucks here in America. It sucks that because white folks' education is just as bad as the black people's. Black people have zero education, and white folks have the wrong education. So it's hard to communicate to these people when they think they're right. And I got to show them real proof. It gets, it's that way in Canada too. There's some racial shit in Canada there, Night Shroud. You're not aware of it though. Live in a small town. Probably mostly everybody looks like your race. It's sad. It's really, really sad and kind of pathetic that these people will reach for anything. They want to try to separate Caucasian at the gene pool and say that you guys evolved from the Neanderthals. And unfortunately, that's just not true. You're humans. We're all humans. Although some people like to argue, but that a certain race of people aren't human, but they're human. They're out of us. We're all out of Africa, and they have trouble accepting that. It's just sad and pathetic. I feel sorry for them. Like I see them tuning in right now and blinking off as I'm talking. Oh well, it is what it is. Talk to Grease. Grease video of his chakras. Grease is actually having a lot of success in the game. He went on Craigslist, and he's getting hit up left and right on Craigslist. I'm gonna take a look at his profile. I did some bomb ass profiles on Craigslist back in the days, a couple of years ago that worked like. But this fine female hit him up, and she wants to be under him. He's very dominant, and he attracts submissive women. And I will have a new Adventures of Greece 2000 for you guys to read and see what this game is like. Good night.